Hello, my name is Brianna, and today I will be informing you about childhood obesity. But first, let me introduce my audience. First, we have Sabrina,
Hi.
And Nicole,
Hey.
And Alex,
Hey.
And Brittany, and Amberlyn. There is a plague slowly wiping out the effectiveness of society. It's a pandemic that is gradually degrading this world's population, one child at a time. This is a childhood obesity. Do you know why childhood obesity is so prevalent in our society? Today I will be informing you about it, and also I would like to share my first-hand knowledge about being overweight as a child. Childhood obesity negatively affects our nation and the child's entire life. So let's take a look at the reasons behind it, the facts, and the major health risks that can be associated with obesity. First of all, children intake far too much sugar, whether if it is from the food or sodas. According to Transifer and Tamina, the writers of the Journal of Medicine and Life, consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages, particularly carbonated soft drinks, may be a key contributor to the epidemic of overweight and obesity. By virtue of these beverages' high sugar added content, low salinity, and incomplete compensation for total energy. Therefore, when children drink a soda, can after can, they are putting more sugar in their bodies than what is required. Also, children do not get enough exercise each day. Usually when a child gets home from school, they are either playing on their phones, watching TV, or playing a video game, which is very unhealthy because they do not get enough exercise by sitting in a desk all day at school. Children are also eating so many bad foods instead of healthy foods. Every time I see a child, they always have candy in their mouths or some other terrible, unhealthy, greasy foods. Now that you have an idea of the reason behind childhood obesity, let's take a look at the facts. Alright, so as you can see from this map, the government provides way too much for the WIC program. And this shows children 2 to 4 years old that are obese. So as you can see, in every single state, the obesity percentage was very high for the 2 to 4 year old infants. Also, parents do not introduce their children to healthy foods. Usually, parents are so busy or they are too tired to cook, so they just resort to McDonald's or any other fast food places, so it'll be fast and easier for them. But what they don't realize is they are causing very dangerous health risks for their children. For example, the kid in this picture right here is asking their mom, what is an apple slice? And the child does not know because they're used to eating fries and other unhealthy things. Have you ever seen the documentary of Super Size Me where the guy eats McDonald's for a month just to see how it affected his body? Well, if so, then you should see why fast food is the worst option for a child's body, because it affects them even worse. According to Moore, the writer of the Journal of Consumer Research, consider the child who repeatedly observes her mother eating ice cream to bolster a sagging mood or acting irritably after resisting the treat. Therefore, he is stating that if you eat unhealthy things whenever you want, your children will follow that same behavior because they will think that it's okay if they see their parents doing it. Also, parents do not encourage their children to get up and be active. Most parents think as long as they are quiet, they're happy. But a child's life should not be spent on video games or social media. Parents should encourage their children to play sports or to simply go for a run or walk the dog. Lastly, childhood obesity has far too many negative health risks and side effects. Children can develop diabetes at an early age through obesity. Also, children can develop a very low self-esteem, whether if it is from being picked on or because they are bigger than their peers and they feel like they don't fit in. I remember when I was a child, I developed a low self-esteem because I thought that no one liked me because I was constantly picked on about my weight, and I got very upset when I could not fit in the cute, stylish clothes that everyone else wore. I can tell you that it is very painful and it can cause psychological problems. Also, children can develop serious heart problems from being obese because it can make your organs not function properly and it can be difficult to breathe. According to Hong, the writer of the American Journal of Occupational Therapy, in the United States, obesity is one of the most significant risk factors for physical and psychological health problems, such as metabolic disorders, type 2 diabetes, colon cancer, and depression. So as you can see, childhood obesity is very serious and it could take an innocent child's life. Thank you.